What's going on, everybody? My name is Emily.
And I'm Jake.
And today, we've got some
news.
Breaking news.
Terrible. Absolutely
about
horrible.
That molecule right there.
Absolutely horrible.
Go ahead and tell him.
I had COVID.
He did.
And I'm not gonna lie, that was the worst 2 weeks of my life. I really don't know why
For
she's
both of
laughing
us.
because horrible.
It was. It was.
So in this video, we're gonna tell you everything that we went through, from first symptom to, the moment that I lost my mind to, when I was done. So
Because apparently it's just getting worse. So we're here to tell you our story to, help you out a little bit.
To, kind of lighten the mood for those they're not lighten the mood. I mean, it's still a very serious thing.
Yeah.
COVID sucks. It does. But we're here to raise awareness for people of, younger age. This doesn't really apply to those that are older or those that have like autoimmunes because it affects us different.
Yeah.
So
make sure to subscribe, like,
comment,
and
let us know if you've had it, what your symptoms were.
Yeah. Because everyone's different.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so to start, whenever everything started, it was actually pretty funny. My first symptom actually happened while I was with Emily. So me and Emily were on the keto diet, and we were like, you know what? It's been a rough freaking day. Let's go get some Ben & Jerry's from Publix. So guess what we did?
Is that when it started?
Yeah. So we went and we got some Ben & Jerry's.
Because we can't control ourselves, as we said.
Yeah, and we were sitting there watching, what was it movie? What was it, Disney movie?
I have no idea.
Oh, it was a Disney movie.
We were watching a Disney movie.
Anyway, it was a Disney movie, and I just, for some reason, started like that. I thought it was...
You did.
I thought it was my body being like, ice cream!
Right.
Like that. And I just thought I was basically just beating myself up. But just,
And we joked about it.
Yeah.
I was like, babe, you have Rona.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I do.
Yeah. We were just sitting there just... But that was it. It was like a cough every 20 minutes. Not bad.
If that.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Because if it was more than that, I would have thought something was up.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
And I felt okay. I just had that one still feeling the effects. But I felt fine. Just had that one little cough. I was tired, but when am I not tired? Just get bags in my mouth. But anyway, so started with that. Mm-hmm. Didn't think anything of it.
Mm-mm.
And then
we still made out. We still cuddled.
Emily Voigt. She's not wrong. So we were just sitting there. But so anyway, a couple days go by and that cough is still going on. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I'm feeling off. And
you had a headache.
I had a bad headache.
We were like, okay, we've been on keto. We just had Ben & Jerry's. It's the keto flu.
Yeah.
That's what we thought.
Right.
Because I had a headache too. And he's like, I'm having some congestion. I go, well, now I'm having some congestion.
I actually felt like I had a sinus infection.
Yeah. And that's what you thought it was.
I was sneezing like crazy. I was sneezing that night too. But I didn't think it was just like a normal sneeze, But I was sneezing, had a runny nose. I was clogged up, just congested. Mm-hmm. So that next day I go to work, and I was talking to my boss. I go, look, something's up. I think I got a sinus infection, but I'm gonna go get tested just to be safe. Because letting y'all know, if you feel like you have any kind of symptoms that correlates with COVID,
it is not bad.
It's free to go get tested.
It's not bad.
And you get your results. You can either go to a rapid place, or you can go to your local CVS or whatever. Because some places, I will say, do not accept rapid result because it can be
a little inaccurate.
Yeah. But we're not going to talk about that.
Right, because that might have affected my results.
Yeah. So
we both get an appointment. This was
first of all,
2 days later.
Time out. This was at peak COVID.
Yeah.
It was the biggest pain in the butt to go get a test.
Yeah.
We had to stay up till midnight. And we had to keep refreshing this page 100 times. And I luckily got an appointment. And then Emily, 30 minutes later, got the one right before me. Mm-hmm. So we got the test.
And we had to do it separately because we were not about to ride in the same car if he had it and I didn't, or I had it and he didn't.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
So that next day.
Are you sick again?
No, look, I need some.
Watch us make this video and we make a video, our next video saying that he's positive. Okay. Anyway.
So
we go get tested.
Yeah. So that next day. That next day we had to get tested. And so we go get tested. Mm-hmm. We went to a rapid result, of course, because where I work, they said if you get tested, you can't come back until your result comes back negative.
And we poor. We got to get tested.
Right. So I went to the only place that was local that was a rapid result. Mm-hmm. So we
stayed on FaceTime. We were freaking out. My chest hurt so bad because I was so, not even like about the nasal thing.
It was
because,
anxious.
Yeah, it was just like, are we actually about to like get a positive test?
Right.
And I went first. And I videoed it. We can put our videos in here and show them because it's funny, but... yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just gotta get vitals on you. Alright, so on both nostrils. Ready?
Okay, ready.
You got this.
I know I did.
You don't have to worry about this. Thank you so much for not trying to record yourself getting COVID testing because everybody wants to.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why. I'm like, you're gonna look at that later?
Thank you.
Okay.
I went first and then I called him and I was like, look, it's not that bad. Like, you're gonna be fine. It's like, we're gonna make it through. We're gonna stay alive.
I was having bad anxiety.
We both were. And then like you get tested and then you like have to wait 4 or 5 cars for like the result tent.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And...
yeah, and then we were over a phone call, and I hear Emily's doctor come up to the window and go, "Are you Miss Boyd?" Emily goes, "Yes, ma'am." Mm-hmm. And then she goes, "Well, you're good to go. You ain't got it."
And I was like, okay, if I don't have it, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dang, I might as well keep on pulling out. I'm good.
Because we've been together. We were together like the first couple days
for
of
like
your
the
symptoms.
3 days prior.
Yeah.
And so...
anyway.
So
I call my parents, and Jake gets his results, and then he calls me.
So, right after Emily left is when I got my result. So, the lady walks up, and she goes, "Mr. Jones." And that's exactly how she said, "Mr. Jones, you got the Rona." She said it exactly like that. And I just... I might have said an expletive, but I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out. So
I had to mute myself because I was on the phone too listening, and I was like, there is no freaking way.
I was cussing up a storm. I was so upset. I was just, I didn't know what to do. So I call Emily. I'm freaking out. She starts freaking out. I'm like, all right, I gotta call my family.
So then, like, which one's wrong? Like, does he not have it, or do I actually have it?
Right. So I think the part of that day that was the worst was calling my family. That was tough. Having to talk to both my parents, grandparents, everybody. Because my mom was out of town at my grandparents' house at the time. Mm-hmm. And they all started crying. My dad started crying. Everybody was upset because, it's peak COVID. And, like, you're just seeing, like, the death rate just skyrocketing. Yeah. So we're all freaking out.
And, like, at that point, at least for us, like, we hadn't known anyone, like, very close to us that had it yet. Like, we've seen it on the news. We've heard stories. But, like,
and both of us
none of us personally had it.
So,
yeah.
But it just, it was weird because I was like, here I am, I'm thinking I'm about to die. And the lady that told me I had the Rona, she goes, well, I mean, if you feel bad, just start taking like some over-the-counter medication, just like some cough suppressant. I'm just like, what? This ain't no common cold, woman. This is not no COVID. So I'm panicking, but so I go and I call my family, call work. Work's freaking out. Well, here goes the beginning of a 2-week quarantine period. And I'm like...
talk about rough on our freaking relationship.
And I'm like, bet. It's like 2 weeks straight that I could play Xbox. So after I call everybody, I call work and everything, got everything situated, gave them the paperwork. So here I am. I'm starting my 2-week quarantine period. And... when did we get... we didn't even get groceries before, did we? Nope. I had nothing.
Because we didn't think that we were actually going to get
I was about to have to go outside my window and like cut down a tree and photosynthesize or something like that, eat some leaves. And my roommate also got COVID. So me and him, we're both quarantined together.
Which is good.
Right. But
bad.
yeah, you're stuck in an apartment for 2 weeks, and neither of us can see our significant other.
But you're like, okay, I can play Xbox, I can eat whenever I want, I can sleep all day and have an excuse.
Get off that stupid keto diet. And I did too, boy. So quarantine begins, and Emily, being the absolute sweetheart that she is, she went and got me groceries. She made me some cheesecake brownies.
I had to make them 3 times, by the way.
She didn't even eat them.
I
didn't even try one.
I stayed on keto.
Them things were so good. She brought me groceries twice throughout the 2 weeks.
And I put little puns on all of your groceries.
Yeah. But just to let you know, she didn't come in. She dropped them at the corner. I opened my door. I didn't have to leave my house. I just grabbed them, walked inside.
It was so sad.
Yeah. Because
especially like day 10. And this was before like the CDC came out, the whole 10-day thing. Like it was still like a full 2 weeks no matter what. And it was hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stuck in here for 2 weeks. All I can do is text and call. I mean, I can FaceTime, but she has a job. So what am I supposed to do? So I mean, I'm sitting here for 2 weeks. I can't even see her. And
like the fact is, like, we don't even see each other weekly. Like, we do see each other weekly, but not daily.
Right.
So we didn't think it would be that bad. But the fact that, like, you can't see them when they're sick and ill, like, it was hard.
Tough. It was very tough. And whenever she'd drop off the groceries, she would just kind of sit there at the corner and just stare at me as I, creeped out of my little doorway. I'd open the door up and I'd be like this. Thanks. And that was about all she could see. So,
yeah.
But so 2 weeks go by. I play 6 days worth of Xbox, and I'm burned out, losing my mind, getting mad at everything. I was not Jake. I was Jake from State Farm, not Farm. It was bad. I was not a happy camper. Everything was making me mad. Like, I did laundry every day. I washed my sheets just about daily. Like, I don't know. I was getting bored of everything.
Yeah.
I ran out of things to do. So towards the end of the 2 weeks, like I said, I was losing my mind. Wasn't feeling right. I mean...
You think it's a blessing to get the 2 weeks off?
I haven't even talked about my symptoms.
You had everything.
Not really.
Everything but a fever.
So that's the crazy part. COVID at the time was significant. Like, you had COVID if you had a fever.
Right. And you didn't if you didn't have a fever.
My normal temp is like 98. My highest temp was like 98.8. Never had a fever. Never. I had severe migraines. Couldn't open my eyes. I would have to sit with like a pillowcase over my eyes. Like I couldn't see light. Like it was so sensitive.
Taste and smell? How did that go?
I couldn't taste, couldn't smell.
I told him I was gonna buy him some seaweed chips or something since he couldn't. You might as well stay healthy, if you can't taste.
Man, you sicko. So that was for about 5 days. And I'm talking, that right there is the weirdest thing ever.
I bet.
So, Emily made me those nice, delicious brownies.
I made you a lot of things. I forget what else I made. Oh, buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah. Couldn't taste any of the brownie.
What a sin.
I could just tell I was chewing something soft. It was the weirdest thing. Jello, odd. I don't know. It was weird. It was Jello water. It was, I don't know. I couldn't even taste the spice in the buffalo dip.
That's crazy.
Couldn't smell it. It made my nose run. I mean, she loved that J. with some buffalo sauce. But, yeah, that's honestly about it.
Yeah. I had a headache and I had other symptoms, but it was because I was manifesting them into my brain that I also had COVID. So I was just doing it to myself. But the only bad headache symptom is all I had.
Yeah. And it's just so weird because we were literally together
we were
4 days leading up to me testing positive. And she didn't get it.
I don't get it.
My roommate's girlfriend didn't get it either. That's our story.
It is.
Like I said, the only thing I really had was just I couldn't taste. I never had a fever, had a headache. I was never nauseated.
As far as you don't have any lingering symptoms. Extra
Well, I mean, I do have one thing. I have an enlarged gluteus maximus, but that was before. So, but other than that, nothing.
I know you didn't just say that. You said it so casually too.
Anyway.
Anywho.
But that's it.
Yeah.
So.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
And make sure you get hand sanitizer because there's
and wear your mask.
Yeah.
You know, just
please
stay safe.
Please
yeah.
mask up.
And no matter what you believe in.
The state of Georgia, y'all are ridiculous. Just wear a dang mask. Please.
Like, it's not gonna hurt you.
It's not against the constitutional right. You have to wear underwear in public, don't you?
And we could have been done with this in
You
March.
ever heard of no shoes, no shirt, no service? No shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. Look, just add one line.
Okay.
Wear your mask.
All right.
Be careful. COVID's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Be very
and
safe.
flu.
Yeah.
And holidays.
Get your flu shots, pneumonia shots, shingle shots if you ain't got them. Oh, and one tidbit of information. So, after COVID, you're apparently immune for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I'm past the 3-month period now, but what I do for a living now is I actually do COVID testing. Which is pretty funny.
He's in charge at his store for work. He does COVID testing.
Yeah. So, if you need COVID testing, come on up here to Athens.
Yeah, he'll show you how to do it. Yeah. I'm not sure I trust him, but he's had a couple bloody noses and...
Yeah. Lots of snot.
Alright, see you see you next time. Why are you smiling like that?
It's a serious video.